Hi, I'm Ashley from Through the Loop Yarn Craft, and today we are going to learn to crochet Kim's beanie. This beanie is extra special as it is part of the Crochet Cancer Challenge 2022, and it also is in honor of a longtime friend, Kim, and her journey and battle with breast cancer. If you'd like to read more and learn more about Kim or the Crochet Cancer Challenge, I will link that below in the description as well. Kim's beanie works up nice and quick. It uses a few different stitches to get this lovely texture and look to it, including some back loop only, the mini bean stitch, single crochet and half double crochet. Of course, if you have knowledge in decreasing, that helps too for when we're closing the top, as this hat is made from the bottom up. As this is meant to be a sort of chemo cap, I picked Scheepjes Stonewashed XL as it's a very nice, soft yet durable yarn. It's a number 4 worsted weight, so you can use another type of worsted weight yarn if that's what you have on hand. I'm also using a 5mm crochet hook, and I have my Furls Odyssey. For this tutorial, we will be making the adult small size. You can also find the free written version over on my blog, and in the premium PDF copy, which I also sell on Etsy and Ravelry for a small fee, is the child size and adult large size. So let's gather our supplies and make Kim's beanie. All right, so before I start, I will also note that for the adult small size, I used 2 of these little sheepy skeins. They're about 82 yards, and it took almost 2 full ones of these for the adult small size. So as I mentioned, we are doing this beanie from the bottom up, which means we will start with the brim. So for the brim, we are going to start with a chain, and we're just going to chain 5. All right, so I've got my 60 half double crochets around. So now we are going to slip stitch to the top of the first half double crochet to close up that round and chain one. And we are ready for round two. So round two, we're actually going to start with the mini bean stitches. And these, if you've never done the mini bean stitch, they're really pretty and they're super easy. So we're going to begin in this first stitch. We are ignoring the chain one. It does not count as a stitch. So for the first mini bean stitch, insert your hook into that same spot, pull up a loop, kind of make it a little taller, make it even. We want to have some room to work in there. Then we're going to yarn over, insert that hook into that same spot, pull up a loop, again, bring it up a little high, nice and even with the rest. Yarn over, pull through all loops, and chain one to finish it off. And that's the first mini bean stitch. Now moving along, we're going to skip the next stitch and mini bean stitch into the next. So insert your hook, pull up a loop, yarn over, insert into that same spot, pull up a loop. Again, I like to wiggle it, get a little height on that. Yarn over and pull through all four loops and chain one. And we're just going to continue that all the way around for a total of 30 mini bean stitches. So again, skip the next stitch and mini bean stitch into the next. And just like that. So continue around and I will meet you back here for round three. All right, so here I have finished my 30 mini bean stitches for round two. And now we're just going to finish up round two again with a slip stitch to the top of the first stitch and chain one. Now you will notice you do skip that last stitch after this last 30th mini bean stitch, you will skip that stitch before joining and chain one. So starting, I should have mentioned as well, round two is the first of our repeat rounds. And now we're ready for round three, which is the second repeat round. So for this, we're gonna try something a little bit different. And we're actually going to turn our work. And we're gonna be working what will feel like a little bit backwards. This can be a bit tricky if you've never done it before, but it ends up getting easier as you go. So you're going to be working kind of from the inside out, it will seem. So round three is also mini bean stitches, and we're going to be putting our mini bean stitches in this space after the previous mini bean stitch. So right in here. And we're just going to do that all the way around. So we're going to insert into that first space on the top of the mini bean stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, insert to the same space, pull up a loop, yarn over, and pull through all the loops. Chain one, and that's our first mini bean stitch. And we're going to do that all the way across. You're going to skip the chain one and go into this side of the previous mini bean stitch, pull up your loop, yarn over, insert in the same place, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through all four loops, and chain one to finish. So we're just going to continue that all the way around again for a total of 30 mini bean stitches. So I'm done my 60 half double crochets in the back loop only. And again, we're just going to slip stitch to that first stitch and chain one. So we are done our repeat sections. So now we're going to follow through with rounds 7 to 14, repeating 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And you're going to end after round 4. A repeat of round 4 is going to be your last round before we move into the decrease section. So go ahead and do 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 as repeats, and I will meet you back here for moving into the decrease section. And welcome back. I have now completed the 14 rounds, ending on a repeat of the mini bean stitches, and we are ready to start the decrease section. If you get to this point and you do think it's going to be a little too short or you want to adjust it, you can do another set of repeats to make it larger if you'd like. But from this point, looks like my sizing is all good, so I'm going to start the decreases. So we're still going in order of our repeats with the 3 mini bean stitch rounds and then the 2 of the half double crochet. But this time, when we move on to the half double crochets, we're going to do some decreases. So I've slipped stitch to join just as I usually do. And we are ready for round 15, the first of our decreases. So we're going to half double crochet in the first stitch, and then half double crochet in the next 3 stitches, and now we're going to do a decrease or half double crochet 2 together. So we're going to yarn over, insert into the next stitch, yarn over, insert into the next stitch, yarn over, and pull through all 5 stitches. And that is our first repeat sequence for the decreases. So now we're going to half double crochet in the next 4 stitches and then half double crochet 2 together. There's 4 and half double crochet 2 together. And we're just going to repeat that all the way across, doing 4 half double crochet, 2 together. All right, so here we are. I am finished round 20, and now we're ready for the final round of Kim's Beanie. So we're going to do one last round of half double crochet back loop only, and we're going to throw in some decreases. So we're just going to do a half double crochet back loop only in the first stitch, and then half double crochet back loop only, 2 together. And then half double crochet back loop only, and half double crochet back loop only, 2 together. So this time we are only doing 1 half double crochet in between each decrease. So continue that around, and I will meet you right back here for round 21. You want to finish with 20 stitches around. And there we go. I am done round 21, the final round. So now we are ready to close up the top of this beanie. And for that, we will need our yarn needle. So get that ready. And we will just tie this tail off. And get our yarn needle on. There we go. So to close up the top, if you've never done that before, we are just going to take our tail here and our needle and weave it around the tops of those stitches. So we're just going to go under those 2 loops of each stitch and just weave it back and forth all the way around so that we can cinch it closed. And just going between all those top stitches there. And you can cinch as you go to make it easier as well. There we go, back to the beginning. And now we just pull that closed and then weave in your ends kind of across that hole just to keep it nice and tight. A few times back and forth until you feel it's secure. And then take your tail again, poke that right through the middle and pull it into the inside where you can finish weaving in your ends. There you go. That's all there is to it. That is how you make Kim's Beanie. If you want any further information or instructions regarding the pattern, you can find more information over on the blog pattern page for this beanie, which I have linked below. And again, you can also find information there for the Crochet Cancer Challenge October 2022, and you can get free patterns every day and make your pledge all through the month of October. Thank you so much for being here with me today and making this very special Kim's Beanie. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Let me know that you like this tutorial and that you can stay up to date on all new tutorials that I release. Thanks again and happy crocheting!